Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Joe.
Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hello, everyone. Karen, could you please call the introduction of representatives and roll call, please?
Yes, certainly. I'm going to call the people who attended last time first, and then I'll call the other people. City Administrator Wade.
Here.
Assistant Superintendent District 23 McPartland.
Here.
Associate Superintendent of Finance District 214 Johnson. Okay.
He's just connecting now.
Okay. Executive Vice President Harper College Gaelic. Executive Director Prospect Heights Park District Ferraro.
Here.
Cook County Deputy Director Bureau of Economic Development Elahi. Fire Chief Prospect Heights Fire District Smith.
Present.
Prospect Heights Resident Representative Kearns. Okay. CFO Cook County and Consolidated Election Risky. Controller Cook County Forest Preserve Howell. Financial Director Wheeling Township Stapleton. And Executive Director Prospect Heights Public Library Todd. Treasurer Metropolitan Water Reclamation District Boyle. Director Northwest Mosquito Abatement District Fenish. And that would be it.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay.
Thank you, Karen. Item 3 is consideration of the minutes from February 2nd. And if there are no changes or corrections, we can entertain a motion for approval.
Hi, it's Kathy Johnson. There's a small change on page 4. The first paragraph, second sentence, way at the end, no additions will be added.
You got that, Karen?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Kathy. As corrected, if it's satisfactory, we will entertain a motion for approval.
So moved. Kathy Johnson.
Thank you. And second?
Second, McPartland.
Thank you, Amy.
Joe.
And Karen, could you please call the roll for that?
Yes. Wade,
Yes.
McPartland,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Ferraro,
Yeah.
Smith.
Yes.
Okay.
Next, item 4 is approval of the agenda.
So moved,
And if it,
Johnson.
thank you, Kathy. Second?
Second, McPartland.
Thank you, Amy. Karen, could you please call the roll?
Yes. Wade,
Yes.
McPartland,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Ferraro,
Yeah.
Smith.
Yes.
Okay. All in favor?
Very good. Thank you, Karen. Item 5, city review update, and where we left off last month was the analysis by Michael Laube of the Laube Companies to take a look at really the economics of a few parts of the TIF. First of all is the request from Lexington, as well as the TIF revenue stream and its ability to provide payments to governments. Dan Peterson spoke with Mr. Laube yesterday. I understand the work is still underway. He's made some progress, but there's more to do.
Yes. For everybody to bring you up to speed, he's done his initial analysis of the TIF. However, he is double checking the city's ordinances and other costs, and we're he needs some clarification on some of the costs from, as being projected by Lexington. We expect to have that done, but in the near future, but we don't have that information today to present.
So because of that, looks like it's going to be a very short meeting. Later on, excuse me, later on the agenda, I'm going to be asking for a continuance until Tuesday, April 6th. But at any rate, that's where we're at. If there's any questions or comments, we'd be happy to go over it, but that's the extent of what we know.
Hey, Joe, this is Eris. When you have Mr. Lauby's report, will you send that out to the JRB for review as well?
We've got to also get it to our city council to give them a sense of where we're at. So I don't have a date certain, but certainly will be forthcoming. I just don't know when. Any other comments or questions?
Just a question then, it's Amy McPartlin. Are we not planning on meeting then next Tuesday on the 9th? Is that going to be postponed as well?
Yes, that would be correct. I think we need some time to really tie this down and to kind of work over how we can make this work.
Okay.
All right, so if there's no further questions on that. We don't have anything for 6. Item 7, Karen or Peter, is there any public comment today? Is there anybody on the line that would like to address the Joint Review Board?
I did not receive a request for a comment.
Okay.
No requests either, sir.
Very good, thank you. Which brings us to deliberations. There's really nothing unless anybody has anything to add. And if not, we can move to 9. I know we had discussed at the last meeting of Tuesday, March 9th time, but I think it'd serve us all better, give us a little bit more time, and also to get before the meeting to get information to allow all the members to digest it. So I'm recommending our next meeting be Tuesday, April 6th. It's a Tuesday seem to work, and 2 p.m. we seem to have a rhythm for, so that would be my recommendation.
Now, Joe, one comment that is past the date that we agreed at the last meeting would be, there would be no presumption by the city with respect to the actions of the JRB. So would it make more sense to try to get it before April 1st, maybe the 23rd? That would give Mr. Lauby 3 weeks at least?
Jim Hess, are you on the line?
I am.
It would give him 3 weeks. I'm just concerned we're going to be coming back to another meeting and rescheduling. So, Jim, I'm asking if there's a way that we could, I certainly understand Ari's concern, and we want to respect that, and is there another way we could do that?
Well, I think one way to address it is something like we did before with an interim status report, updating those dates and that agreement of the presumption, extending that past the, that April 8th or April 6th date. If we did that, however, we would need to, I believe, reconvene before April 1st to approve that interim report. So if that's something we'd like to do, Aries, I can get your opinion on it, but I think it might be best if we want to keep the April 6th date, that we should probably keep the date of March 9th, so we can put on the agenda the review and approval of the interim status report with some extended dates for that presumption.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if we all have the 9th in our calendar, it should be an even shorter meeting. And essentially that interim report, Jim, if I'm hearing you correctly, it would be amended to extend the April 1 date out to, say, May 1, or enough time to give us all a little breathing room. So
I think it would essentially be the same, a very similar worded report with just different dates. But I think we would need to have it on the agenda for review and approval before the GRB approved it and accepted it.
okay, well, I'm fine with the 9th, and you and I can modify that interim report and update the date as well. So,
Aris, do you want to go back to your original date of March 23rd? Because I don't see anything really changing before March 9th, but the 23rd, there is a chance. Dan,
yeah, I'm fine with the 23rd, Joe. I mean, that gives Mr. Lowry 3 weeks, and it's well before the April 1st date, and it gives Jim and I a little bit more time to modify that interim report and get it on the agenda. So I'm fine with the 23rd if it works for the rest of the group.
I think that gives us all should give us enough time so we can get together and get this out to hopefully everybody by that date. And if for whatever reason it's not ready, we got time to address an extension, of those dates. So
Let's go with the 23rd then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Would I make a motion to schedule additional meetings for March 23rd and cancel the March 9th meeting? Do I move?
Yeah, there would need to be a motion to cancel that meeting, or some sort of either a motion or notice of that cancellation, but we would need to have a motion to set a date certain for that March 23rd meeting.
Super, so moved. You said it better.
So we'll give that to
Okay.
Kathy, and then need a second.
I'll second that.
Is that you, Amy?
And,
It is, Joe, thanks.
Okay.
roll call then?
Yes,
Wade,
Karen, yes.
McPartlin,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Ferraro,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. That brings us to, and instead of adjournment, we're going to ask for the continuance to the March 20, or other business. Does anybody have anything to bring for the board? And if not, no other business, we can move to 11, which is a continuance, seeking a motion for continuance to March 23rd.
So moved. Kathy Johnson.
Thanks, Kathy. And a second?
I'll second it, Joe.
Thank you.
Okay,
And
roll call then?
Karen? Very good, thank you.
Wade?
Yes.
McPartlin,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Ferraro,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
In a couple weeks.
All right, well, thank you, everybody.